welcome back to our channel. I'm so happy to have you here today. So today is another little recipe video. We're gonna do some beans. We come from a mixed family, so I'm white as can be, and then my husband is Mexican, and so our little baby's mixed and he's so beautiful. But when I first met Cruz, I was like, I'm gonna have to learn how to cook. I already knew how to cook, but I was like, I need to learn how to make these recipes. So I was in the kitchen with my mother-in-law all the time. Thank you, mom-in-law. I know I probably annoyed you with all my questions, but I needed to know. So I learned how to make beans, I learned how to make rice, I learned how to make other dishes, and then I still do research and make my own and figure out things like what I make. I made asado. Asado one time and a few other things. And so I'm learning as I go because of my child's Hispanic side. And not only that, I love it, it's delicious, but I just want him to know and grow up with these flavors and to know that he is just as important as like my side of the family and his Hispanic side of the family. So it has lots of history to it. It means so much to me, and I love my boys, and so I'm gonna feed their tummies and give them the best food ever. So right now we're gonna start off with our beans because they need a boil. If you pre-soak your beans the night before, they will only take about an hour to cook, but you can cook them just dry, straight out of the package. So this is pinto beans. I have about a cup and a half of pinto beans. It's only me and CJ who eats these. I will be refrying them later, but to get them started off, I'm showing you the whole process of what I choose to do. And guys, these beans are so delicious. I love refried beans, so good. So we got our beans. They're already soaked. I already pre-soaked them, rinsed them, drained them, so they're ready to go. And then also in my beans, I got 1/4 of an onion, a bay leaf, and a whole garlic clove, and then some sea salt and just water from the tap. So let's get started. So first in the pot is gonna be our beans. Few stragglers. And then I'm just gonna pop in our bay leaf, a whole garlic clove, and our onion. Come up in here with our sea salt. It's gonna be about, I'm gonna do about a tablespoon of salt. And then if you're doing more beans, do a little bit more of this. Probably just 1 bay leaf will do even for a whole pot. And then I set it to a medium heat, and they're just gonna boil. And then also come and make sure, because the water will evaporate, so you might have to add more water. But this guy's just gonna cook, and we'll come back later. So as your beans cook, it's gonna start to get a weird foamy stuff on the top of it. Make sure you skim that out with a spoon and just put it in a separate bowl and discard later, because you don't want that stuff in your beans. So all I did after they got soft and tender, I took out the bay leaf and I put it into this Tupperware so I could store it in the fridge when I'm ready, because we're not gonna cook the beans just yet. So they're still a little bit warm, so I'm just letting them cool down. But I left the onion and the garlic in there and all the juice, because you will need the juice for the refried beans, so save all of it and just store them away till you're ready to use them. Alright, take an oil of choice. I'm doing vegetable oil today, but I have done olive oil and bacon grease in the past. And just wait for your oil to get heated. Add in your beans. You're going to want to add in a pretty good amount of the juice as well that the beans were cooked in. And if the onion and the garlic get stuck in there, that's totally fine. Next, once the juice starts to boil, that's when you can add in your seasonings. I'm doing cumin, onion powder, and salt tonight. That's normally what I just stick to, but if you want to add in a little garlic, a little bit of pepper, or a little bit of chili powder, that's perfectly fine too. I'm going to go in with my potato masher and just squish them all up until they're a fine paste. Your beans at this point will still look pretty liquidy, but just keep them on a low simmer and just wait for that water to boil out and make sure to stir often. But I'm just gonna mash, mash, mash till I get the consistency that I like. I'm gonna go in and top my finished beans with some cheese. Me and my son both love cheesy refried beans. You can use any cheese of your choice. And that's it. They are done. And cooking beans is that easy. The longest part is just waiting for them to boil. Tonight, I paired it with some green chili chicken enchiladas. They look bomb.com. And this is our finished plate. My beans, I did some avocate, and then my enchiladas. Y'all, I tore this up. It was so good. Thank you for watching today. I hope y'all make this yummy recipe, and I'll catch y'all later. Bye!